Welcome back to my channel, Learn Academic English. In today's video, I'm going to continue my series of pronunciation lessons with a quick lesson about how to pronounce words that end in the suffix ate. This is actually a little bit tricky and a common error. So what you want to pay attention to with this is the part of speech. Is the word a noun, adjective, or verb? The reason is that the pronunciation changes depending on the type of word that it is. So let's look first at the noun and adjective. If the word is a noun or adjective, then the ending, the ate ending, is going to be unstressed. It doesn't have stress. And when it doesn't have stress, the vowel reduces to the sound as in but. We're not going to pronounce it as a clear ate. It's going to sound like ut. Look at the first example. Accurate. Accurate. So the last syllable is not stressed. We're not going to say accurate. We're going to say accurate. Accurate. It's a short, unstressed ut. Appropriate. Passionate. Considerate. Unfortunate. Now notice here that if we add the ly, unfortunately, it stays the same. Unfortunately. 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 Approximate. Now I have a little star here because I'm going to show you something about this word in just a moment. Certificate. Consulate. Chocolate. So these last three are nouns, but all of the other ones are adjectives, and the noun and adjective follow the same rule, that the ate is unstressed, so it's going to sound like ut. It's a short, unclear vowel. Accurate. Accurate. Okay, let's move on to the next ones. In the next group, we have verbs, and the verbs have the ate with a clear, stressed syllable. Look at this example. Tolerate. So the 8 sounds like the number 8. 8. Now, here, what you should notice is that there is a primary stress and a secondary stress. What that means is that there's one syllable that has a bigger stress, and then there's another syllable that gets kind of a medium or a less strong stress. So it's still stress, but it's not as big as the first one. Look at this example. Tolerate, 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 tolerate. So the first syllable gets that big primary stress, and then the last syllable gets a medium stress. And what happens when there's a medium stress? The vowel is going to be clear. Just like in a stressed syllable, the vowel is clear. Tolerate, tolerate. Negotiate. Communicate, communicate. Hesitate. Appreciate. Approximate. So I have this star here because you can notice the difference between the adjective, approximate, and the verb approximate. And there aren't very many of these pairs. There are a few where the noun or adjective and the verb have exactly the same spelling. They are going to have a little bit different meanings and definitely a different pronunciation. Approximate, approximate. Dedicate. Motivate. Immigrate. So that's the difference between the nouns and adjectives and the verbs. These ones usually are especially tricky because when people see the ate, they want to pronounce it as ate. Actually, I was listening to a podcast a few days ago, and they were interviewing a person who is from Brazil, and she speaks English as her second language. And her English was excellent, but she was talking about the consulate and a certificate, and for both of those words, she pronounced it wrong. She pronounced it consolate and certificate. but because it's a noun, it should sound like consulate, certificate. So this is a common error, but once you know the rule, you can get it. Let me know if you have questions, and I would love to know if you can think of other examples of these words. Is it a noun or an adjective, or is it a verb? Let me know in the comments below what examples you can think of, and I'll see you soon. Take care.